Yeah, guys, so we're about to cross in Gibraltar, and what you can see there is actually the rock of Gibraltar. And we're going to cross in an UK owned, so to speak, territory, which is actually in Spain. And the locals here in Gibraltar decided that they want to be under the umbrella of UK and not under the umbrella of Spain. After going through 2 voting sessions on this matter. So the only time I have experienced this was actually in Cyprus, where inside Cyprus, actually on Cyprus territory, there is Turkish territory. So it's quite interesting to see that inside a country there is actually another territory under some other country's umbrella, political umbrella, so to speak. So yeah, it's quite amazing, and I hope we will meet with the macaques, with the monkeys, because here in this part of Spain you can actually meet with monkeys, and it's actually the only place here in Europe where you can here's the port. It's the only part in Europe where you can see monkeys, where monkeys live. So it will be great if we could actually see the macaques, because we already took the bananas with us. So hopefully we will feed the macaques. So yeah, actually this is the most interesting part of traveling to this part of Spain, to Malaga, and I'm very anxious and curious on what's about to happen. Pro tip, if you're ever wondering what you're going to do with your car, I guess it's better to park your car in one of the parking lots, paid parking lots, near the customs. So it's quite cheap, and it's actually €2 approximately per hour, and for one day it's 16 euros point 80, so 17 euros. So it's better, in my opinion, to just to park your car near the customs. We weren't that fortunate because we weren't thinking clear, so we parked our car way over there somewhere. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that you can find a closer parking space near the customs when you're visiting Gibraltar. Okay guys, so now I'm in Spain. Now I'm in UK. Hello, is this the king? Yeah, I just arrived in UK. Yeah, I'll be there, of course. See you, King, Your Highness. Bye-bye. Guys, this is the runway, the airplane runway I told you, that goes through Gibraltar, and there are the planes, and most probably when a plane lands, the gates are closed because you have an outgoing gate and an ingoing gate there. So this is how airplanes get here in Gibraltar. They land here and they go that way, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. So now I'm going through the middle of the runway. Believe it or not, I have the runway there. The airplane runway. So that's pretty damn interesting. I never did that before, so it's quite interesting. So guys, you can see actually, you know, the remaining tire residue from the airplanes which land here. See? So interesting. So interesting. Okay guys, so now that we're in Gibraltar, that is the Rock of Gibraltar, and it has approximately 426 meters in height. And in the Second World War, it used to house soldiers and a lot of tunnels. It is said that UK military soldiers and staff built 50 kilometers, approximately 50 kilometers of tunnels underneath this rock, and you can climb to the top by car or by cable transport. So definitely recommend to do this if you're here in Gibraltar. And believe it or not, you also have an airport here, and you know the landing zone of the airplanes is actually through Gibraltar, through the city center, so to speak, of Gibraltar. So it's kind of neat that planes that big have a landing site here in Gibraltar through the middle of the city, or through the middle of the territory, let's put it that way, because it's not a city, it's actually a geographic zone here in Spain. So now you're good to go, and when airplanes land, most probably you'll have the red light there. Now you know that you're in UK because you have a football or soccer stadium. They managed somehow to put a soccer stadium here. So you have car plates with yellow plates in the back and white plates in the front. So that's a hint that you have some British influence here. And this is how it looks. Gibraltar.
So happy about it.
Having great UK influence, of course you'll find a lot of places where you can eat the famous, just one second, fish and chips. So we're actually in the city center, and I told you can find British, Mediterranean and Spanish influence here in Gibraltar. And another interesting thing is that for UK, it's quite a strategic point, Gibraltar, because it's actually in the middle of the Atlantic and Mediterranean Sea. This is the first thing, and the second thing is that it divides Africa from the European continent. So yeah, I guess it's quite a strategic point for UK. So yeah, we're going to eat some fish and chips because I'm really curious how they do it here, but it's simple. It's fish and chips. They cannot go wrong here with fish and chips. And then hopefully we'll meet the macaques. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Whoa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy well.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, so we have fish and chips. That's cod, and this is a sauce, curry sauce. Yeah, traditional British food. Okay, so we just finished eating here at Roy's Fish and Chips, and it was awesome. The food was great, and as you can see, you can pay either in euro or euros, or in Great Britain pound, or in pounds, right? So that's pretty neat, I guess. So guys, if you're lucky enough, if you climb to the top of the Rock of Gibraltar, you can see Africa on the other side, miles away. So, but it has to be, you know, not cloudy like this. It has to be, you know, shining weather. So yeah, that's another interesting thing if you ever climb to the top. Approximately 33,000 people live here in Gibraltar, and they speak either Spanish or English, or they have a dialect which is called Lanito. So yeah, cool, interesting, right? As I mentioned before, Gibraltar is also a strategic point because it separates Africa and Europe. So this is why Gibraltar is such an important strategic point here in Europe. Also, if you find yourself here in Gibraltar, there are a lot of duty-free shops here, and you definitely can buy cheaper things. And yeah, don't forget to shop, I guess, if you ever come in Gibraltar, because I guess the taxes are low, and you can find a lot of things that are cheaper here in Gibraltar. So guys, coming back to statistics, numbers, and so on. Actually, Gibraltar is UK territory, even though the Spaniards actually don't agree with this. And the territory is about 6.8 square kilometers. And Gibraltar lives off tourism, maritime transport and financial services. So it is obvious that you can take the cable car, I guess. I don't know if that's the name, to get you on top of the rock of Gibraltar. Oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry. No, leave it alone, dude. Yeah, don't. Oh my god. Whoa, my god. Guys, so we're on the top of the Gibraltar rock and it's amazing. It's simply amazing. Down there, I'm kind of afraid of heights, but down there, most probably you can see either Gibraltar or either Africa. So I'm even scared just to bow like this, just to see over there, because it's a scary feeling, you know. You're so high here, and yeah, it's scary, but also awesome and amazing. ultra pro tip. For example, if you're waiting at about 5 o'clock and 15 p.m., then you can visit free of charge, for example, Skywalk. So it was an extra tip that was given by us, but I'm not telling you by who. And yeah, you can visit, for example, Skywalk for free, because everything closes here at approximately 4:45 p.m. and apparently you can walk again on where? What? Yeah.
Clouds.
Steam and clouds there, but
No.
there.
Water.
Water. I don't know.
There is a tube, black tube.
Yeah, something there. Yeah, so apparently you can walk free of charge down again in the town. I don't know, in Gibraltar, let's put it this way. So you just have to wait until 4:45, and after that you just say goodbye to these lovely monkeys. Bye, see ya. Yeah, it was an awesome experience and it was so worth it. So if you're coming to Spain, especially in Malaga, then it's worth it, every single penny, to visit Gibraltar. It's an unique experience and it's awesome. So I definitely recommend that you wait until 4:45 and just get to experience this awesome trip down to Gibraltar. It's like going in a rainforest or something like this. It's truly awesome. So this is quite interesting. At this spot, Queen Elizabeth II and Duke of Edinburgh stood and looked out over Gibraltar. So I guess this was their view.